Alright, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm Nick from Fields Mercedes-Benz at Lakeland.
And I'm Marco.
And today we have a super special video for you guys. It's the end of the year, end of the decade video. So we've each picked our favorite Mercedes car for this model year 2020. So I have here this beautiful E63S wagon that I'm going to be showing you guys. And Marco has his car over here.
And the vehicle that I chose for y'all and for myself is this beautiful S63. All right, Nick, so tell me why you chose the E63S as your vehicle of the year.
All right, perfect. So for me, I'm a super functionality guy. I go golfing every weekend. I'm always doing something, go to the beach, play soccer. So I like a car that fits my lifestyle, as well as having that performance that I like as well. The only thing I can knock about this particular E-Class is this grille right here. I prefer the diamond grille, but everything else is perfect. And I love the aggressive styling and this carbon fiber accent on the bottom. And then also what I love about the E-Class is the headlights here. I think the 3 is too much. I like the 2 torches and I like how it splits it up in the middle. And then also on the wheels here, I really love those red brake pads. It gives it a nice accent. It's one thing that almost goes unnoticed but really adds a nice touch. And then of course you got your carbon fiber accents and the badging here. And then we'll make our way to the back, and that's really where you're gonna see why I like the wagon. So now that we're at the back, I can really go into what I like about this wagon and why that functionality is good for me. So the first thing that I really love, they introduced this back in 2017, this stardust effect on the tail lights. I just love that little accent it provides. And then down on the bottom, I've got these AMG tailpipes with the carbon fiber all along the bottom. And then Marco, if you really wanna see why I chose this car, go ahead and pop that trunk.
So let's go ahead and pop it open.
So you see all this trunk space. If I even want, I can add a 3rd row seat option here. And like I mentioned before, I go golfing every weekend, so I can easily fit 2 bags, some coolers on the side here. There's plenty of room for me to do whatever I want. And just like I said, I'm not losing any horsepower or engine power from that sedan or coupe body style, and I can get all this as a wagon and still have fun with my car. Marco, I told you why I like the E-Class, so now tell me why you like this S-Class.
See, I like the S-Class because of the dynamic design we get from both the grille and bumper that pair well with the classic Mercedes-Benz ornament right there. And I know you mentioned earlier that you don't like the 3-torch design that come from the headlights, but that's one of my personal favorite features. It makes an S-Class an S-Class in my opinion. Nick, we're gonna have some similarities looking at the tail end of our vehicles. We're both gonna have that stardust effect on our tail lights right there, as you can see. And I do gotta admit, Nick, you do have me beat on trunk space. But, in my opinion, I have you beat on the aggressive aspect of the vehicles.
That's true.
You know, you do have that old man vehicle. But if we get the trunk popped open here, you do have me beat on trunk space as well, like I just mentioned. But Mercedes-Benz did include some head pillows for my rear passengers.
All right, that is pretty cool, I gotta say. I do like the pillows. E-Class doesn't come with that, but I do like the back end of this car, I have to say.
All right, Nick, now that we're inside this grocery getter, what's your favorite thing about it?
So my favorite thing about this grocery getter with 603 horsepower, which makes it the fastest grocery getter on the market, my favorite thing is this carbon fiber accent. I just love the vibe that brings to the car. It flows together from left to right, and I just love that it makes me feel like I'm in an AMG car. I don't know if that makes sense, but the carbon fiber, it matches with everything, and it makes me feel more in control. And the other thing that I love is when I'm sitting in this driver's seat, I feel in control and I feel like I can spread out. I don't feel confined to this area. And then I also love the steering wheel. It just kind of molds in your hands and really draws me into the car and makes me want to access that engine power that I have. And so I just love the whole feel of this car. I love how everything flows together. I got my dual screen display and I've got this nice analog clock right in the middle for that kind of touch of luxury almost. And then obviously I have my master control here and all my shortcuts. So I just love how almost spacious and how everything kind of flows together. I think Mercedes did a good job designing this car, and it draws me into the car. Every time I sit in this and I drive it, it draws me in. It makes me want to drive it more and access that power.
Cool.
Okay, so now that we're in this S-Class, Marco, I just have to say, comparing to my E-Class,
Okay.
I feel old in this car. I don't want to say slow, but I don't feel fast. I just feel like I almost kind of traveled back in time.
Well, you know what? You're most definitely going to feel fast when you go 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. But the vehicle does, quote unquote, look old. But I think what you're getting at is the silhouette. The silhouette for the S-Class has been the same for years upon years. But that's personally my favorite thing about it. You know, it just screams luxury. Everybody knows what an S-Class is. They see the hood ornament. They know it's a traditional Benz. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
You know, and then, you know, I consider myself a selfless person, so I want my passengers to be as comfortable as me. You know, they're going to have the same level of comfortability. And so, yeah.
Okay, all right. I have to give you the edge on the passengers, but I will say if you want to start comparing track times, I think that I win. I'm a little bit faster in the E-Class. But I get what you're saying about the Classic, and they almost give it a touch of modern, too. And one thing I do really like about the S-Class is the badging here and how this opens up on both sides, which you're right, leads to that comfortability with passenger and driver. So
yeah, it's just the little things that makes an S-Class so great, you know what I mean?
I do have to give you props. I have to give credit where credit is due. This is your car of the year for a reason.
Absolutely. Rear passengers are always going to have that same VIP experience that the driver has. So that's why I love the S-Class so much. You're in the back seat right now. How does it feel? Be honest. Be honest.
Honestly, I have to give the edge to the S-Class in this aspect because in the E-Class, you're just going to be a passenger. But the S-Class is known for all its amenities. I can recline my chair, lean back. I even have the seat warmers and ventilators. And obviously, you have the storage here as well. I got to say, Marco, if this is why you choose it to be car of the year, I have to give the edge to the S-Class.
And the rear occupants also have full control of their sunroof, their privacy screens here.
I have my mirrors here.
You, yourself, in that seat can move the front passenger up if you want to make yourself even more comfortable.
Yep.
What's there to hate about this?
Like I said, listen, I'm not knocking your car in the back. For the passenger, I got to say, I do feel very executive.
I'm glad we both agree that I have the edge. I'm going to be honest, Nick. I feel very confined in the back seat here. You know, there's not as much room in an S-Class. My knees feel very upright. I feel like I'm forced to be at a 90-degree angle. So, what's your opinion?
Okay, I think maybe you're being a little bit dramatic about the knee room and everything. I do have to give the S-Class the edge in terms of luxury in the back seat. Obviously, this is more barren. It wasn't designed for the passenger's comfort like an S-Class is. It's more for the driver. But I will say, you're definitely being dramatic about the knee room. I have plenty of leg room. My knees are not upright. You have plenty of leg room as well. But you're right. There's less to play with. I'm not as leaned back as in the S-Class. But there are some small things. Like I do have this sunshade still, which is not automatic like the S-Class, but it still does the job. So it's comfortable, but not enhanced for the passengers in the E-Class.
Thank y'all so much for making it to the end of our video. If you want to see these beautiful vehicles in person, we're located at 4141 North Florida Avenue in Lakeland, Florida, right off the exit 33.
Or you can give us a call at 863-688-8111. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next videos.